fist fight with a rich guy, a big night. KSI in his next fight, a test right against Joe. It's his best foe, he's ex-pro. Can it go the distance? I bet no, but let's go. Joe Fournier's an ex-boxer, aspiring prospect, they lost left with head problems. Tied a record, he didn't fight the best options, but he's 40 now, so let's see what's left of him. Age 13, Joe the Banacle brawls, yo. He captained England for that basketball, bro. Injuries stopped him playing the ball, though. Starts a fitness business, so he made it all grow. Sold it, nightclubs, made some more, though. Got fat, got dumped, where did it all go wrong? He starts boxing, decides it's right. He wins 20 white-collar unlicensed fights. Most by KO, says Joe in 16-ounce gloves, one white-collar belt. He was beating down chumps, he beat a 40-0 bro by KO. Image was fair in his head, he was pushed to go pro. Beat two guys we knew right, they lose fights. Joe knocked him out in round one, he was too nice. You might know that David Head said you right. You guy, you're pretty good, I want you signed tonight. Joe had 9 more easy ops he could pop. Ella Juhasz was maybe the top of the crop, 16-9. The guy rocked at the top around 2. Looked all to read, Joe stopped his clock.
Still fought Wilma Mejia for a vacant belt. Added an ice cold bodies haven't made them melt. Mejia was 22-9, it was whiskey here, but had no wins against winning record boxers for 15 years. He won the WBA international title, but still hadn't really had the passionate rival. And ranked 11th in the world somehow, but a drug test meant the rank has come down.
Supposed to remain found from a year before. Joe was cleared of wrongdoing, but here's the law. The boy band career went in one direction. A painful 4-year breaks, the hairy drug connection. The drug was in a supplement Joe took. Has no performance benefit, you can go look. It was a harsh ban. Joe had no luck in 2017. It ended Joe's pro push.
Joe knocked off Stini Reykon in an exhibition, and then for David Haye, but was never winning. His padded record should be 11-0, 0-1 per exhibitions with 11 KOs. He said coach for Joe Joyce, raining wild. He spot David Haye and James the gal, so well past level work that Joe got. But is it too late? Is he just an old dog?
KSI stopped Joe 5 years ago and fought Logan Paul twice. He was the hero, bro. 1 draw, 2 wins, then he left the scene, came back and blitzed 3. He was meant to be. Pineda, the pro, was able to put up more fight. Widely known as the greatest boxer of all time. He fought a 3 stone heavier than his right. Couldn't take the power in that weight class. The poor guy. Pineda's never beat a boxer who's won before. Faze Temperr was easily slumped the cough. The one punch bad man. For some is Swarmz. When he fought JJ, he'd never punched before. Logan Paul gave JJ his toughest fights. Relentless windmill style was enough that night. He didn't show good boxing, it was far from clean, but he is a real fighter and he's hard to beat. There been no real competition since Logan Paul, and maybe you'd save up both for draws. He's beaten what's in front of him each time. Good power, good fitness, and a sweet ride. Boxing is a young man's game, and Joe isn't young. KSI is in his prime, and he's wicked tough. He plans to wet Joe up like a liquor tongue. Joe's been as active as hitchhikers with missing thumbs. AJ beat Vlad because he was young G. He had beef, sauce, and spice and was looking hungry. Vlad was more experienced, better boxer, but AJ was the young beast who would get to prosper. Joe hits hard, can throw in punches, dude. He can counter and take punches too. JJ takes chances when he rushes in, leaves himself open, swinging, don't tuck his chin. Joe will catch him, man could drop him. KSI will struggle to set up a shot to stop him. Joe will guard his chin, frustrating him. Jab, counter, clinch, and maybe take the win.
The gal and Haye are big smiles. 11 KOs to Joe hits hard. The Hayes count for value, he'd start with Joe. He was his quick, light guy to spy, you know. Boxing is a young man's game, and it might be enough. JJ isn't a boxer yet, but he's a fighter and tough. Jake Paul to beat old guys with their gloves on the night. I think JJ will fight to his walk.
But don't be surprised if Joe shows him up. If he's fit and in shape, he could blow this up. Or out boxing on some explosive stuff. Or land one big bomb on some explosive stuff. It's a 50-50 for me, I might change my mind. We haven't really seen much from KSI. What we've seen of Joe isn't great, man. So I'm gonna say that he's beaten by the age gap. Joe doesn't need the money, he's loaded. Maybe fake sparring footage so that had the slowness. He'd only take this fight if he thought he would own it. But Haye is always wrong and he thinks that Joe wins. Joe's lived a professional boxer's life. brought in to spar with the proper guys. World champions use Joe to prepare for fights. He was ranked 11th in the world, which is scary, right? In 2040, Joe was calling out Callum Smith. Broke Haye's nose sparring with his massive fist. He sparred Bilal Lagoon, another heavyweight. It's unlikely KSI is any better, mate. Joe sure be fine with what JJ can do. There's 30 dudes he was able to take to school. People think he's in for an easy win, but I can't say that I agree with them. If JJ succeeds in beating Joe, that is huge. Joe's an unbeaten pro. If he loses, there's no shame in that. He's KO'd everyone that faced him, man. Now Joe is older, he started boxing late. His record standard, his outs are not that great. He looks a bit slow but still got hands and toughness. KSI won't find it hard to land the punches. I'm feeling a great fight, I think they both might drop. It will give us answers, can KSI box? He's easily ran through the YouTube boxing seat. Joe easily ran through low-tier boxing peeps. Pineda is like most globes, slow Joe beat. Pineda fought 3 misfits and smoked 3 misfits to see how Pineda run scared. JJ beat him, but the weight was unfair. Most misfits would lose to guys Joe beat 2. Juhasz faced 8 unbeaten pros and beat 2. He won 16, beat a dude with over 30 wins twice. Joe made it look easy with his big right. Good matchup, we'll see what KSI is at. May 13th, we got a 6-round fight for that. Joe shoved him and he seemed slightly sad, but I'm expecting this to be a spicy clash. Comment your request if you can find any time. It helps the channel if y'all share, like, and subscribe.